This is your Media. Today's guest, we have Lule. What's up, man? How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Appreciate you. Since you dropped Say, what do you think is the most pressing concern for you moving forward with the songs? Do you feel like you have to, because it's got 500K streams on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
So you feel like you have to, are you going for plays or what are you going for in music? What's your goal?
So Say, I didn't, obviously I never saw it doing like the numbers it did, so I appreciate that. But like I said, I never expected, obviously I expect my music to, because the shit's dope, but it's like, I don't really look at it as like numbers, statistics and stuff like that. That's cool to have for me as leverage and stuff, but when I'm making music, like, I make music when I feel like making music, when I feel inspired. So I made Say because I was inspired to make that song, and because, the sample in that song, like, was infectious to me. So that's what I primarily look for in me, like, when I make music. Like, does this sound right? Can I sit with this for a while? Like, I can't make a song if the beat's not right. So back to your question, like, yeah, I don't make music for the numbers. I make music because I feel inspired to make music,
What is the compelling element about R&B that kind of pulls you to it every time?
I think R&B is it's like soul, man. It's like good. It's just like good. Everything that in your life that's good, R&B is that, you know what I mean? Because R&B is just, it's feel good.
But I feel like R&B used to be all about, it didn't used to be as so like sex centric as it is today.
Yeah, you're right.
Back then it was more about like dating and all that.
That's true, but you know what I mean? Actually, but if you really listen, a lot of the music from the 90s is it's the same thing we talk about now, but I think we've grown to kind of like, we're like what's the word? Desensitized, about things like that, because we're just so exposed to it, because the internet, so I think back then, you're definitely right though, but if you're listening to like R. Kelly was going crazy.
What's your favorite R&B song of all time?
My favorite R&B song of all time? That's a difficult question. We might have to come back to that one. I'll think about that one. I can't really think about it.
You got 10 seconds.
To think about it? Okay, let's see. Give me a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I don't know, man.
That is a hard question.
That's a hard question, is it not? That's a hard question. Absolutely.
What about favorite R. Kelly song of all time?
Oh, okay. And I know, excuse me to the fans that hate R. Kelly, because he's got some trouble going on, but I still, he still makes great music. But my favorite R. Kelly song is probably the Down Low remix with Ron Isley. That's the greatest. Or like the Bump and Grind remix, not the original one. The remix is crazy.
What's your dream collaboration?
Dream collab. Ooh, that's a great question. Hold on, dream collab. Pharrell.
Yeah.
I need the production and the verse.
So there's Lule, then Big Smoke, Peso. Shout out to Boss Man Peace. There are so many artists. Are you guys all on a label? Or are you in a group, or how is it kind of structured there? What's your relationship like with these artists?
So Boss Man started 1019 Power Circle, and so when I met them, we just had a pretty good vibe and a good connection. So I started making music with Smoke. So when me and Smoke started working, we decided to just kind of like work, because he needed production, you know what I mean? He liked my production, so I was like, let's just kind of, see what we could put together. So for like the past like 3 years, we just basically been grinding out music. So we did Smoke 1, but Big Smoke Volume 1. We're working on Big Smoke Volume 2 right now, which actually is done. Actually, it's been done. But we have a project called Gotham coming out between me and him. So that's me and his project together. That project is more it's more versatile. Like it's more to the core, like, you know what I mean? It's music that we were feeling. It's kind of like, you know, there are like levels to making music. When you feel a certain type of way, you're gonna make a certain type of music, you know. So when we, you know what I mean, I was feeling some type of way with the production, and he kind of just fed off the energy, and vice versa. So Gotham, you know, we made a project called Gotham. Then we have Big Smoke Volume 2, which is crazy. I mean, it's a summer smash. It's gonna smash everything over the summer. And then we have my solo project called About Last Night, which I'm extremely proud of, to be honest, because it's kind of music that I like. I made it the way I wanted it to make. For, you know, some time I've been making music kind of like how people tell me to make music. You know, there's a lot of people that are like, yo, do this and do that and make it this and write this, and you don't need to be doing this and you don't want to do that. And I was like, fuck all that. Like, I'm about to just, you know, make this shit the way I want to make it, you know. Go back to, I have kind of like there's this fan base that I have, you know what I mean? And they know me for a certain type of music that I make. And I think for a while there, I kind of, you know, drifted off trying to just explore new things, but I'm kind of coming back, but with a new flavor, because I'm always growing.
What inspired you to make I Miss You All the Time? Why go with that one? I'm sure you have plenty of songs in the stash.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have plenty of songs in the vault with Spoke. Why go with that one for the first single? And what inspired it?
I Miss You All the Time. I think
Where did you record that at, by the way?
We call it 1019, Boss Man's crib. That's where we recorded it. And so I guess the inspiration behind that was I think I was coming out of a relationship, and I was probably, you know what I mean, going through the feels and going through the motions of it all. So I had written in my notes, I write in my notes like words and like phrases and stuff, and I just had I Miss You All the Time in there. And so, you know, I made the beat, and so Smoke actually, we actually had a different song to that. The song's completely different.
How many songs in total, sorry to cut you off, but how many songs in total would you say would you have in the vault amongst all your collaborations and all your solo records?
I can't even count, man. Like a lot, probably in the hundreds, bro, honestly. The songs that will never see a light of day, and then the songs between me and Smoke, and then my songs, and then his songs, because he works like this, so he has a ton of songs that probably won't come out, but yeah, in the hundreds somewhere, you know, if I'm gonna be real, it's a lot. This is Lule for Mustafa Media. My new single, I Miss You All the Time, featuring my homie, my brother, Big Smoke, is out now on streaming. Go get that. Gotham.